We are exploring London through trail running. Today we are at Hampstead Heath in this beautiful park.
8 a.m. and very cold.
Hampstead Heath is one of the most beautiful parks in London, and from here you can admire beautiful views all over the city. It is a national park, known since medieval times. It was popular with highwaymen, who for centuries preyed on wealthy travelers on their way to London. The park exists today thanks to a long, hard battle that was fought throughout the 19th century to protect one of the last remaining lungs of London. By 1860, common space across London were under threat and the area was target for massive real estate build-up. Thanks to a battle fought on tribunals, newspapers, and even in Parliament, the public interest prevailed. A legacy of those days is the Viaduct, a bridge that was built to give access to a new residential area, which was never built.
It's a beautiful scenery. It's like a kind of English countryside, but we are in the middle of London. We are actually struggling. I mean, we are filming when we are running, we are not filming when you are walking. It's good fun, let's go.
I have a recollection that Hampstead is the only park in London where barbecues are allowed. It's an old memory, maybe I'm wrong. It's from the times when I was already in London and you were in high school.
Let's clear this fake news. No barbecue is allowed on Hampstead Heath, but they are possible on a nearby Waterloo Park and some of the other parks in Camden. But the Hampstead Heath is managed by the City of London and has different rules.
We just ran all the way up through the west side of the park. Got to our destination, Kenwood House. Little break now, and then we run back down on the east side of the park with destination Parliament Hill.
Kenwood House is a large mansion. We said that public interest prevailed when the park was protected by construction projects. Well, it looks like also that the Earls of Mansfield, who own Kenwood House, also opposed to the construction to avoid any less noble neighbours would ruin their view on the park and on the city.
So one of the peculiar of Hampstead Heath is that there are 3 ponds where you can swim. One is for men, one is for women, one is mixed. I don't know if this one is one of them. Right now with the lockdown, everything is closed, but that's one of the peculiar things. So if you're brave enough, you come here, Hampstead Heath, swimming.
Only Dutch for now.
The ponds originated from the spring of the River Fleet, which flow through the River Thames near what is today Fleet Street. It flows almost entirely underground, but in the days it was also known as Holborn, which gave the name to the Holborn neighbour. Parliament Hill is our endgame. Legend says that Guy Fawkes and his fellow Powder plot conspirators stood on the hill as they looked towards Parliament, waiting for it to blow up, earning it the name of Traitor Hills for almost a century. It gained its current name while it served as a point of defence during the English Civil War for troops loyal to the Parliament.
This is Parliament Hill, where you can watch a beautiful sightseeing from London, which you can't see today because there is the fog. How do you feel?
Very fulfilled.
We continue to be in lockdown, with no possibility to travel at the moment. And whilst this is sad, it forces us to better explore the places around home.
And why don't doing running then?